Hey guys, it's Warhog, and here is a guide on the M1A1 main battle tank for the new Australian faction in Squad. In this squad guide, I will be going over how to succeed in and against the M1A1, how does it compare to other tanks, what can kill it, and my personal opinion on the M1A1. As I said in my first guide video, which was just an MBT main battle tank basics guide, I will be going over each individual armored vehicle that requires a crewman kit, starting off with the MBTs. Today we'll be talking about, as you saw from the intro, the M1A1 Australian main battle tank that just came out with the 2.15 update for Squad. This tank is a lot easier to ammo rack than the M1A2. So it's a lot weaker in the front. It still takes 4 good pens, like every other tank, to kill it. The only issue is that you will most likely lose all engagements, or if not most of your engagements, if you're just going one-on-one, head-to-head against every tank in the game except for the T62. And even the T62 is still dangerous because if your ammo rack pen spot is exposed, which will be popping up on screen, it is not that hard to hit. This tank is definitely a find a spot and sit hold down type of tank. That's the playstyle you want to be using. You want to definitely be a bit more cautious with it. And against infantry, it is not as good due to the commander's gun being unstabilized. So whenever the turret moves, the commander's turret moves with it. So you can be looking left, and your gunner starts moving right, your gun is going to move right with him. Takes a lot more communication to take out certain targets. Let's say you're surrounded by infantry, most likely if the gunner wants to keep Sabo loaded, the gunner's gonna have to stay still and let the commander go to work. Or vice versa, if the commander is not needed, the gunner's just gonna take over. It's not, you can rarely do it at the same time, especially if it's two different directions. The M1A1 is the same loadout as the M1A2, 120mm main gun with Sabo, heat, and coax, and of course 2 smokes that you can deploy. The driver still gets drive smoke like every other tank. And the commander's gun is a 50 cal with multiple reloads, like the T72, where you have to reload after a mag runs out of ammo. The Australian MBT has mags just like that. If there are 2 Australian MBTs on the layer, I would suggest sticking together, as most tanks will. The Australian MBT has a lower profile than the M1A2, has the same engine sound, and it is also speedy. You want to use that to your advantage maneuvering around the map and not staying in one place for too long. Plan out your strategy beforehand and try and be unpredictable in this tank. If you do the usual strats, you will most likely lose. An example of this would be sitting on the overpass on the Yeho map. Sorry, I just usually say Yeho. On Yeho, if you sit on that overpass, that's to the north of the Australian spawn, you can get hull down there and potentially win that fight, but an M1A2 would have a much better time than an M1A1. An M1A1 is just a lot easier to pen. Go wide east. You want to be using spots that are not commonly known, or doing your best to flank the tanks, asking your team for help. Communication is definitely key in this main battle tank. You cannot wing it in this tank.
He's going over the berm, next to Vineyard. He's on the hill next to Vineyard.
Yep, he's pushing. He's in the coffee fields.
Alright, cut towards him.
I got him distracted. He's tracked.
We're moving towards him. He's running away from us.
He's in the coffee fields. He's behind the coffee fields. He's going straight south.
To your left. To your
Pull
left.
left.
Ginger.
To your left, to your left. Straight to left. Bring the vehicle to me. I'm doing that.
Try and check.
Yep.
We going the right way?
Yeah, we are. He's towards observe. He's going that way.
They're on that logi, and he's unloading.
He's trying to make it back to main cut.
Oh my god.
Cut left.
There's a full fucking squad there.
This way.
Yep.
Hey, have worked this out.
Enemy tank engine. I'm trying to track them.
I was watching this stream. I heard you got the others.
Enemy tank tracked.
Bro, you're like right on their main hall killing you. You fucking stop this game.
Bounce that last shot. Shit.
I'm gone for like 15 minutes to go get
Yes.
food. You guys you guys are too good. Don't you know you don't beat
Team pushing south to us.
to run the battlefield.
Enemy tank destroyed.
Guys, I'm so good at this game.
Good driving, by the way. Great driving, actually.
Sorry, I just kept us moving because he didn't know where we were, so...
No, yeah. That honestly saved us from getting tracked.
Labs are coming in for support on police.
Yeah, he lost his
We took damage, by the way.
Oh, did he? Bet.
Copy
Hit
that.
him with the...
Or you can have jump shot. We just need your cooler.
Let's move.
I have a wheeled vehicle on my
The...
here, so it sounds like it's trying to get on
Let's
the
go
road.
back that way.
Yeah, that sounds like a pure deal.
When going against this tank, you want to take advantage of catching it off guard.
It's so weird here.
As an example, me, John B11, and Jalapeno, Juan. John B's gunning, Jalapenos in the command seat. We were in a 1v2 in the T-72 against two M1A1s and caught them off guard and also got hull down. So this is just an example of when going against it, catching it off guard would usually result in a win. There is very little that they can do, especially in this case.
Do a quick scan. Alright, let's start heading west. Let's see the heli. He landed. He's taking off. He's gone.
No shot. No
He
shot.
landed somewhere southwest of Iraqi. We can't go in there.
We gotta be careful for Icy's on the toe again, because I guarantee you he's still on that one that's up
Bravo.
here.
Yep. See something west? Oh, both tanks! Oh my god, both tanks.
Oh, fuck. You dragged
One's
one.
tracked. Yeah.
They have no idea. They're looking the wrong way, dude. They're looking the wrong with their guns. Looking the wrong way. What the fuck?
Hold here. This is perfect.
Oh, he missed. He shot low. The other tank doesn't have eyes on us yet.
We're good. I see the other one to the left.
With the one dead,
He's
one
dead.
This out. the other one's tracked. Nice shots. Bombs again.
Hey, one, if you need help, we're just
Repair us,
repairing.
Jalapeno. Repair us.
Gotcha.
That's alright. Well, you're probably gonna die. Just dip.
Vehicle can't be repaired. We're still as healthy as we can be.
He's one shot. One more. One more. Both dead.
Hell yeah. Yeah, we're fully good. You can go. I'm getting in.
Good shit. They were just fucking amateurs.
Bro, my heart is pounding so fucking fast right now.
We're gonna need you at Foxtrot 7.
That second tank kind of graped that super hard. Yeah, we didn't even dip below half hull. That was
Very good spot. And I tracked him in
Yeah.
a very awkward spot. So we're fucked.
Yeah, that second tank was looking freaking south, and then he like dipped below one of the hills, so he couldn't even fire back for those first 3 shots we hit on the first tank. He didn't even have eyes.
The only tank that I'd say will have trouble against, or be on equal footing against you and the M1A1 would be the Leopard, if it's facing you head on, and the T-62. Now, the Leopard has more chance of bouncing than the M1A1 does, so even in that case, the Leopard still has an upper hand. And if the Leopard gets hull down, it's very hard to pen its turret. Unlike the Abrams, where you can pen it more consistently. Again, just to reiterate where I play on Collateral Damage CD. That is my main server, and the community is great there. Check out my streams on Twitch and YouTube. I stream on both at the same time, from 7 p.m. till midnight Eastern Time, playing squad and having fun with the guys, armor and infantry. As always, it was a pleasure for me to bring this guide to you, and stay safe.
You know what? Fuck
I'm
you.
kidding.
Disrespectful ass.
Oh my god, what the
Elevator
fuck is
music.
this?
Elevator music.
Yeah!
Tom and Jerry shit, bro.
Bro. 1800s be like.
Hey, guys,
18.
look at the driver. Look at the driver. He's fucking bald. Sorry, the gunner.
Oh, I
Look
see.
at the gunner. He's
What?
fucking bald.
What the shit, man? What the fuck?
He's got to put camo paint on his
I
head,
got a feeling we need to back
so he's got to shave his hair.
Oh, what is that better? No, this is another one. 7, 8.
This has a lot of C.